Hi, I'm Vanessa and welcome to my sewing room. So today I'm doing some alterations on that pattern I worked on last time. So what I have here is an empire waist dress with some bishop sleeves. So today I thought I'd take it up a notch and add a cute little gather, a loop, and a button. And then we'll add it to my skirt. So this will work with any empire waist dress, or even if you want to add a cute little gather to the bottom of a dress. So let's get started, and then you can decide where you'd like to add this loop and button. Let's go. So here's the front of my bodice, and I'm just going to measure down the center to the bottom. Now we're just about 7 inches right here. Now what I want to do is take an elastic and create a ruched gathering right through here. So if I have 7 inches, I probably want to have my elastic about, I would say about 4 inches. And so I'm going to cut a piece of elastic that's 4 inches, and we're going to have that gather this front part first. So here's my quilting square. I'm just going to take my elastic and pre-stretch it. And then I'm going to measure it so it's 4 inches. And so 4 inches out of 70 is about 60%. So I really want a good gather. Okay, so I cut it, and I'm going to use this to gather my front. Let's try that. So you're gonna line up your shoulders and you're gonna mark the center of your shirt, like I did right here. And then you're gonna do that again on the bottom, so this line right here. Now this is where we're gonna pin our elastic. So we're gonna take our elastic and we're gonna pin it to the top. And then we're gonna pin it to the bottom. Make sure you're grabbing both layers. Now when we sew this, it is gonna stretch. And so that's why I decided to start at a 60 instead of starting at, an 80 or a 70. Okay. So once we stretch it, it's gonna give us a cute little ruched pattern right here in the middle. All right, so now we're going to just stretch this and sew. There we go. All right. So we're just trying to stay on our elastic and feed it through nice and smoothly through our shirt. We're just going to sew all the way down to the bottom. Make sure we backstitch. And wow, all done. Let's get that out there. Okay, so let's do the big reveal. So this is what the front is going to be looking like. Isn't that adorable? Now we're going to bring the loop over this, but if you want to leave it as a cute little detail, you can. So here I have my knit interfacing on top of my fabric. Now I want to have my loop 1 inch wide, so I'm going to make sure that it is 2.5 inches. So when it's folded over, I have my seam allowance counted, and I have my seam allowance counted, and then it's folded over, so I have the full 1 inch. Now we're going to measure it. So it's 4 3/4, so that should give us 9.5 inches. And I'm not going to add the seam allowance because it's already added in, because my edges are still raw. So we're going to just cut this. To 9.5 inches. I should have done it this way. Okay, here we go. We got this, 9.5 inches. Okay, now I'm going to go take this to my ironing board, and then we'll take it to the serger and top stitch it and add it on to our dress. Okay, so I'm just going to iron this on. All right, let's go serge it. So we're going to put our outsides together So our interfacing is on the outside. And then we're just going to cut this at 1/4 inch as we serge. And then you're going to want to serge the bottom. So we flipped it inside out. We have that edge finished. And let me just show you what we're going to do. We're going to, after we top stitch this, we're just going to bring this around and attach it right here. So on our skirt, and then now you can see, add a cute little button, and it's going to give us this really fun detail. Okay, so now I'm going to just sew along all the edges. This is going to make the loop have a really nice detail, just kind of like a belt loop, right? We want to make sure that we have some details on those edges. Okay, we're going to just flip this. So I'm just using the lightning stitch here. I'm for sure it's not going to, which is a stretch stitch. You could do a triple stitch, but this fabric is really, it's not too thick. So sometimes this triple stitch is just a little too much on some of those thinner fabrics. We're just right on the edge there. Okay. We're just going to cut this. Here is our nice detail. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the inside of my dress, and I'm going to make sure that the middle seam is on the inside next to that elastic, and I'm just going to clip it right here and baste this on. Here's what the inside looks like. We have our elastic, we have our loop, and we're just going right across in a nice elongated zigzag stitch. Okay, so right after I basted this, I actually put my right sides together into my skirt, and I've clipped them. So now I'm going to serge my skirt on, and then I'll flip this out, and I'll show you how we finish up this fun hack. But as for that little loop, it's right here on the outside. So here's my loop, here's the back of my dress, here's the front of my dress. And then we're just going to serge around, and then we can add our button. Yay, we're at the fun part. So I just turned my dress right side out, and then I'm just going to place the loop down across the gathers, and now I got to pick a button. This is the hardest part for me, which button? So here we have a wood button. I do like metal buttons, but I don't feel like that takes up enough space. So let's see what other options we have. Does that feel too big? We can do something like this. Okay, with something smaller. I do like that. I don't know. I have my thread on my needle and it's double, and now I'm going to double knot these two together. So once you get one in there, it's really easy just to flip it around a few times so the knot's nice and big. Now on my dress, what I'm going to do is bring the needle down from the inside, right here in the middle. And then I'm going to bring this over, make sure I'm in the middle. I think you might want to be a little bit higher. It's a little hard to do it down. Okay, let's see where that gives us. So we're gonna add that on there, make sure I pull tight, and then let's get this into our button. Okay. We're just going to pull that back through and make sure that I'm not on, so I can hide all the strings behind this, right? That's what I really love about this hack is that you can really hide all that extra stuff. So the inside looks really nice too. Okay, let's get tying on this button. Okay. Okay, one more to go. Okay, so this time I'm gonna bring it through. Oh, you know what? I don't want it right there. Okay, this time we're gonna bring it through this side, coming down. And then I'm going to wrap my thread around 3 times and then come back through the bottom of my button and come all the way through. Okay. And then I can pick up those threads that I started with right here and double knot this together. Maybe triple knot this together, right? We do not want this coming out. All right. There we go. All right, let me get some scissors, cut this, and try it on. Okay, so here's how our dress turned out with a nice little gather and loop closure right here. Now, I love this hack. You can do this, you can put this loop on so many things. I think it'd be really cute at the bottom of a dress to add a nice little gather and to hold up your maxi. You can also put this on your sleeves, wherever you like a little cute loop and button. One of my favorite parts about this hack though is that it looks completely finished on the inside. So this is just a nice way to add that gather, but not have that elastic hanging out on the inside. So I hope you like this hack. Please like, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.